You know what's so funny is we made a song called Multiracial Christmas, and a lot of the comments were like, "Hey, why aren't the?" And I put subtitles on it, and people were like, "Why aren't the subtitles in Spanish?
Of
Where's
course.
Where's the Japanese version?" And I remember
Just
thinking,
take
like,
that video
"Oh
down."
yeah," but it was funny. But then now that I think about it, I'm like, we should have tried to be as like we should have had more and more options for anybody. But man, I don't know. I really don't know. Obviously, this country is like very divided. And it's a touchy subject. It's a touchy subject because there are some people who really feel like, I'll say like production. There are people, I've heard people talk about like, hey, we need more people of color in production in the upstate, you know, where I live. And the thing is like, they're not like they don't know about production. I delivered pizza. I didn't know that you could make money behind a camera. But there are more opportunities that some people just have kind of growing up. Like I knew about music and I knew about so many different things because I grew up in like around a lot of white people, you know, and I went to like a predominantly white school and we went to a predominantly white church. And so I think it is very funny that there are people who are more passionate about wokeism than I am, and I feel like, hey, I've literally got skin in the game. But yeah, man, I don't understand. That video that we made, I think it was very funny, and I enjoyed making it. And it was almost like this kind of like a blanket thing, but people come out with bigger opinions on it. But I don't know, man. Sometimes I think it's sad. I am going to say this. So I grew up around a really great pastor in a great community. Pastor Raven Stewart, who passed away here a couple of weeks ago, and his wife. And so the story goes like this. My dad went to he moved to the States. His first Sunday in Alabama, he went to a black church in the morning because he lived with some people. Like, hey, we're going to go to a black church. He went, and my dad has a thick African accent. He talks like this. And he talked like this. My dad also passed away back in 2018, sadly. And my dad went to a black church in the morning. And he said, I could not understand anything. I couldn't understand because he just didn't speak like the slang. He didn't understand it. And so that afternoon, he went to a white church that just happened to be Pastor Raven and Miss Jewel's church, And this is the church that he attended. He kept attending Sunday morning, Sunday night, Wednesday faithfully. And this is the church that brought my mom and myself to the States. This is the church that we attended, and this family practically adopted us. I called Pastor Aben like my grandfather, and Miss Jewel my grandmother, because I was closer to them than I was my African grandparents who passed away while we were here. So I knew them. We spent, they invited us to their family reunions and Christmas and Thanksgiving and Easter and holidays and all these different things, and we'd stayed at their house if our parents were out of town. It was just like this really loving relationship. Now I'm saying all that to say, when they moved to South Carolina, we moved to South Carolina, and they're the reason why they connected us with the mission organization that my family was involved in. And my mom still does mission work with this organization. So now there is this, I don't know how many other black families, the Stewards helped along the way. I'm sure plenty, but there is the woke expectation. Now I've heard people say, I've seen comments where somebody has asked somebody like, hey, what are you doing for black people today? Or, hey, what have you done for people of color last month, or something like that? And I think that's dangerous, because I will say, the white couple, Pastor Raven and Miss Jewel, what they did for my family, for myself and my family in the early 90s has changed my life, right? I don't know. I'm not keeping track. I'm not counting how many other people that they've helped. But the people who I'm having this conversation with you because of them. And the videos get viewed today, and Tony and I are here because of them. So it has created this domino effect that if we keep score and we figure out, okay, every company needs to hire this many people, or and I don't know. I think that becomes a very slippery slope. And for me, I will say it hurts my heart to watch people I know and love who have been, vital in supporting myself, my family growing up, now navigate these waters, because now, they're expected to do more and people are demanding more. But man, I mean, people who have, there's a lady who she used to send me $5, on my birthday for like 10 plus years, and this white lady, and I loved it. I needed that. I was in college. I needed that $5 more than ever, I don't know how many other people she did that for. But it was just extremely vital, and I really, really enjoyed that. So I think I think where woke culture has gone wrong has put this huge. There are people who are helping people, and if we want to ask how and when and where in the terms, that kind of gets blurry. And I think that really, really, I don't know, it causes a lot of casualties along the way, because, I think everything happens for a season and a reason. And it just so happened that the most inclusive, loving people that I know was a white family in Birmingham, Alabama in the early 90s, and for that reason, like, there have been so many people. I think about Tony, who I'm here with, flew down with me, his family. I've known them for the past 10 years, and they've invited me, and I've ate at their table so many times, and live on a farm, and they cook really well. They're Italians, and they cook really well. And it is so funny because I went to their house and ate there when I was single, and when my wife and I, when Grace and I were engaged, we went and ate their dinner, and now I've taken my kids there, and so there are really, really great people who I don't think are setting out to be more inclusive, and we're setting out, and they didn't put friggin' goals on a board at the beginning of the year, but they're doing it. And the people who are doing it are working, very, in silence and in obscurity. And the people who are kind of making a lot of noise, I don't know. I don't know what they are doing, but there have been so many people who I think have been, kind of damaged by a lot of that.
Hey y'all, we hope you loved this conversation. Here at Young Married Christian, we are on a mission to see a gospel-centered home made available for every single child in the foster care system. There are 400,000 kids in the foster care system, and there are 400,000 churches in America. Wow. That is crazy. This is absolutely a solvable problem, and we want to be a part of it. If you want to join us in that mission, text the word freedom to 833-370-1610.
833-370-1610. 833-370-1610. I just did it.
And another thing you can do that is really helpful is to smash the like button on this video.
Smash it like Satan's face. Crush it like it's Lucifer's head.
It really helps us a ton, so smash that like button, subscribe to this channel.
That's it.
Smash the like button on this video.